Oh man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Time Meridian Bomb Squad. It is episode 37. Holy shit. Let's see, what do we got today? Of course, the intros. It's your boy Kapil, aka Wyvern Wang, joined as always by Cottrell, Kid, Faison, Joshua Dulonic Hall, Alex, Dragon Wiener Roberts, and we are joined by a special guest today, an avid listener, friend of mine, Thomas Milquetoast McAllister. Say hi, Thomas.
Milquetoast is accurate. Hi.
That's some bland shit.
Whoever fucking dude, that joke you came up with last night about someone so incredibly average, when you try to describe them, you realize it's just a broad description.
Yeah. That's me.
Just overarching themes of humanity. This person eats might shit on an average day.
Hey, sometimes he takes a shit.
Yep.
Like, damn, this guy's got it all.
Welcome back. This week, before we get into anything, I want to bring up something two of our members have been working on for a very long time. This small game studio, you may have heard of them. They're called Suckerbird Games. They made this game called Wiffle Blasters, and they just premiered that shit at Orlando IX. How'd it go, guys?
Super well. Like, tons of traction, lots of people enjoy it. I feel kind of like we're as an indie developer, you generally make about what was it, Alex, 5 to 10 things that are just garbage before you have anything that's actually well received, and we seem to be getting pretty well received, so I have high hopes. But I don't want to get inside my head, so
you might make something that's fun without also making something that's successful. Yeah. And I think that's probably part of, where everybody gets it from.
Yeah. I think a lot of studios have to do that, though, at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But people received it well. We had freaking 12 people, lines of 12 folks just waiting. We had people coming back to play it repeatedly. We just popping the whole weekend. So
I had to pry the controller out of some kids' hands.
Yeah. Literally, there was a bunch that would not go. We're like, guys, we gotta give other people turns, man.
It's fucking hilarious.
So, but no, it seems to be going well. We were at the event was fun. It was way bigger than I thought it was going to be, or what I was informed it was to be, and it turned out nice. So hopefully, you guys will get to play a copy here in the next
you guys
little
weren't
while.
thinking of going to the event, right?
We were always going to go. I had just heard mixed things from.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, we were never not going to go. I mean, any press is good press, quite frankly. So
for sure.
And we're trying to get this thing rolling. Because honestly,
are you guys
I'd rather
putting out a demo or anything.
I think maybe eventually. It's not something we've really talked about.
So I'll go ahead and take that one. The idea is we're going to be targeting Steam here soon enough, and we'll
heard it here first, people.
we'll be doing a friends and family test at some point before we're live on Steam, and then the idea is we'll probably get into early access, but it's not anything that's going to happen overnight. We want to. Right now, we're focusing on the gameplay, obviously, so we're going to be showing it at a couple different places. We're also doing Free Play Florida here coming up soon, I believe in November.
Yep.
And, yeah, that's going to be another instance where we just show it in a room on a TV with 4 controllers. So, yeah, I haven't really started working on online networking yet, but that's definitely one of our goals. We're going to get that, and we're going to get it live on Steam so people can play with each other.
Yeah, we have a bunch of content that we've got planned out and that we're working to build, especially for the next convention or show that we're going to. Levels, characters, unlocks, all this stuff. We got a lot of polish to do, but yeah.
play with each other on wiffle blasters.
Or play with yourself. I'm showing Thomas a video of your game here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they have one shot, and then you just have to pimp slap each other until they die.
That's incredible.
And then they have names like Duck Snorkel and Ass Snuggler. And, yeah.
Yeah. So the reason we set up these like automatically generated names and like randomly generated hat costume stuff is so that it's really easy to get into a game. Get it, like you just hit start, you get a random name, you get a random hat, and then you can just
Did I see
go and
Shark
start
Destroyer?
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, so it kind of lends itself to being a good party game. So you can just go up, pick up a controller, hit start,
It
and
does remind
play
me-
around,
It
and then
reminds
drop
me
out.
of like, and I mean this in a good way. It reminds me of like a mini game in like Mario Party.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a good way to put it.
a more fleshed out version, but yeah.
And
Now,
that's something that
this is PC only. I'm
right
assuming?
now that we're going to try and get it up on Xbox and look at our other options. But right now it's just PC.
Nice.
That'd be an awesome thing. Like, there's no way like people would just like have a field day with that, like at a party or something.
Well, dude, like
Yeah,
you
it's-
host a bunch of parties. I can see like you and Dan and fucking Hernandez and everybody playing it.
Yeah, it's very easy to just hop in and hop out of.
Yep. Sit down, grab a controller, slap the shit out of your friends, and go back to barbecuing and drinking beer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think it lends itself real well to that atmosphere, actually.
Yep, and that's kind of the target goal. Like couch gaming is a thing that's been going to the wayside,
For sure.
because of online multiplayer and all that other fun stuff, and the
Thomas
online
and I were
community is
actually
growing.
just watching a GoldenEye video earlier.
Hmm.
It's
So
also,
we're
you
trying
don't
to
need
kind
an
of approach that.
investment.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Sit down, have fun.
satisfaction.
Yeah.
Are you guys looking for, and maybe this is too early to ask, but are you looking at a payment model on this, or are you looking like it's just free to play, or
It's not going to be free to play.
No, it will not be. And we haven't gone through the specifics of that though. But it's not like we're gonna be, it'll be accessible for sure.
$60 full on? Gotcha.
Obviously,
Gotcha.
yep. That's
We're not making basic games here.
There's actually a lot of studying that goes behind like the price of a game. It's funny because like as an indie game, like you want people to buy your game, so it's like you almost tempted to like put it for like $5 or something. But then when people see like a $5 game, they're like, it's only $5. It must be shitty.
Yeah.
And so like people are actually more inclined to spend like $20 or $25 on a game
Sure.
than they are to spend
That's
$5.
interesting. The psychology of video game prices.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
Doesn't
there's
make
been
sense.
games that I've looked forward to, and then it comes out for free on PlayStation, and I'm like, I can wait to play this, even though I was hyped for it, but now it was free, and I'm like, oh, I
Now
have
it's
it
like you
free
don't
now.
even care.
Yeah, and I don't give a shit. And that's like, wow, what is that? What? That's some shitty thing.
it's the general investment principle where you have value in it now as opposed to just given to you. It's part of the reason MMOs work so well. You're earning something.
I have quite a few free-to-play games that I have downloaded and launched maybe once.
Yeah.
And I think if I had spent $20 on it, it's like, okay, well now I have to get my money's worth, and I have to play that game now.
I was really
Sick.
skeptical with Warframe, but then that was amazing.
Oh yeah, Warframe did it really well. But they were years
Warframe's
ago.
a very rare example.
Sure.
Warframe was one of the like early on in-game purchase, like I guess front runners. Like they did it really well and made it super accessible. Plus, I mean, they had a pretty good concept, fucking Space Ninjas,
It helped
Like-
that Warframe is just an awesome game to play.
Well, yeah, visually and it's super. It plays super
Like,
well
if the
even back in the
gameplay
day.
wasn't there, it wouldn't have been nearly as successful
Yeah.
as it is.
And the
So
pay to play isn't like it doesn't make too much of a difference. Where if you don't pay, you're not having
Yeah,
a good
it's not game
experience.
breaking.
it's a convenience
Yeah.
thing. It's not a pay to win, which
Exactly.
kills games. So, but yeah, so that's us. We'll definitely
Oh,
have
yeah.
some stuff,
You
more
heard
stuff
it
in
here
the
first.
future.
Zuckerberg Games, be on the lookout. 2019. What's up?
Yeah.
Moving on. Josh, Alex, what's up with this battle for Azeroth?
It's an expansion for World of Warcraft.
Man, I know it's an expansion. We all
It's,
know it's an expansion. You've been playing it though, right?
I heard it's a pretty big deal, right? Because didn't everybody grow up like one side it's a horde, one side's the alliance, and now they can go to war with each other in this expansion?
I'll let Josh take this. I haven't really played it probably nearly as much as he has.
Oh, we thought you were playing it before you hopped on, honestly.
I was, but yeah, I was like killing raptors.
That was so
I don't
long
really
ago,
know what's
man.
happening.
So with BFA is they're kind of reverting back to the old world PvP situation. So for anybody who's played,
I just cracked a beer. If you guys were wondering,
cracking that beer. So if anybody ever played WoW back in the day, it was very open world PvP, Horde versus Alliance. You see somebody, go kill them because they're the enemy. Blah blah blah.
Right.
They're kind of getting back to that. They have a bunch of world PvP events and war fronts and all these other fun things that allow you to fight the quote unquote enemy, which is not really the enemy, but now they're in conflict over the story and all this other fun stuff. So, because that's the name of the game in gaming, is you're either meeting a goal or enduring a conflict. But no, it's good. Like, they've done a pretty good job when it comes to their story arc. I have my qualms artistically because there was some real intern level shit that they've been doing, and then there's some really good stuff that they've been doing. Like, something's up at Blizzard right now, and shit ain't going right. So, but when it comes to gameplay and classes and all that fun stuff, it's good. If you like WoW, you'll enjoy this. You'll like it. The rating isn't out yet. The Mythic Pluses aren't out yet. PvP is not out yet. Like, that stuff comes incrementally. The first 2-3 weeks here, we're in week 2. You're just have access to Mythic dungeons, Mythic Zeros, so you can do those once a week, each one. And then eventually the raid pops off, and so does PvP. You can start doing arenas and ratings. All the really good stuff is coming in the next week or so, but here has all been stories set up and leveling and time to do that. So yeah.
Some real intern level shit going on here. This is why we don't have sponsors.
Yeah. Well, so here's what to break that down for folks that don't get the development side of things. There's some extremely good art in World of Warcraft, regardless of whether or not you like stylized art or not. Blizzard has been, by going down that route, Blizzard has been able to cater to a much wider audience and maintain a visual theme that allows them to be borderline timeless at this point.
I was gonna say, I love games that actually like stick to a stylized style, stylized style. Jesus Christ, but like have that style to them, because I think it adds to the longevity of a game.
By a huge margin. There's a reason.
Yeah. When you look at a game that has quote unquote like realistic or naturalistic graphics, and then you play it 5 years later, you're like, oh shit, this was cutting edge at the time, but now it's like it looks aged.
I mean, WoW's 14 years old. Tell me another game that's got that lifespan. There isn't.
You're right.
Like what's the other one? The fucking online
Mario Party.
What?
No.
Phantasy Star episode 1 and 2.
Maybe, yeah. But the point. the point is,
turn
like,
your mic up, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or get closer to it. I don't know.
Yeah. The
it.
artwork and the design choices have been just and a bunch of the animations. And me and a friend of ours, Nicole, who was on a few weeks ago, we were having this discussion where some of the stuff is just on point and Blizzard level work. The other stuff is like some random intern hire was told to go do this, and because nobody else had time to go do this animation sequence or this series of things or this texture
I'll take
pack.
that job at this point.
Yeah.
Screw it.
And some of it is just, it's really, really bad. And this is all artistic level, guys, so don't read into this as like BFA is a bad thing. It's still very fun, very good, and it's WoW as we know it. It's very well built. But some of the stuff just
people.
No, not in the slightest. Don't read into what I'm saying. This is just me as an artist and a game developer making these observations. So, again, 2 thumbs up. BFA is good. They have a lot of balancing to do. A lot of shit's busted right now, but it is still fun and worth going back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, one of the things, if you haven't played WoW in a few years. One of the good things about the game lately is, I mean, even if you're a speed demon and you go through and you click on quests and you keep on going, if you don't read your quests, even like they have like the Borderlands style like floating heads that'll pop up, and like they have like voice acting to kind of like tell you what's happening and kind of explain the quest that you're working on like as you're doing it. So that part I think is really cool and is, you know, miles above what questing used to be back in the day, where you would just kind of just go do things and not really know why because you didn't read the long ass text.
Yeah.
Yep. And also for all you folks that are not looking, that are just the like me myself, I don't read anything. Like I just go. There's a mod.
I used to be that guy. I was like, I want to read everything, and then I did it for like, you know, the first day, and after that, I was like, nah.
Their story and their writing's really good. Like these little story arcs and these little factions in each zone. It's super interesting to see all this stuff, and the play of the almost, it's not governmental, but it's almost like factional in each world. It's really neat. But there's some really good mods if you're just looking to power through stuff. It's called Azeroth Autopilot. If anybody hasn't used it yet, please go get it if you are just looking to hit 120 and go ham. But I do implore everybody to actually go read quests and play the game as it was designed and meant to be played.
Okay.
Now, what if you played RuneScape and not World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
That was the game I was trying to think of earlier, the quote-unquote timeless. Like, RuneScape will not
is that
die,
shit still around?
cannot die. Oh my god, yeah, they rebuilt the engine, they rebuilt how it looks, like, it's still a
Did they
thing.
really?
Oh my God,
still
yeah.
Look like trash, though?
This sign-in
It's not good.
Signing
He's
in
like,
right
it's,
now.
it's not good.
It never
Kind of.
was.
Time to open up my Dragon Slayer account. Let's get it.
It looks way better than it used to. Like, that shit it's an actual MMO now.
Wow.
It's like actual.
Oh, hold up. What the fuck? This is
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Wow.
It's RuneScape. It
That's
is what you
RuneScape.
remember.
It's RuneScape, baby.
This is like 3D and shit now.
You're right.
RuneScape, baby.
How the fuck? I'm trying to.
That's
click
what
on
had
this.
me wake till 4 a.m.
Just go to their full site on
I'm
the top
trying
right
to-
there.
Their website sucks though. Even
Their
the
main
full site
site's not bad.
sucks.
Well, I mean, it's
Show me
It's
the
a website.
screenshot. Beginner's guide. I guess I'll just.
love how we're speaking this
Yes,
in our audio based podcast. With
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we're all browsing.
You can play it
yeah,
on your
look,
phone.
guys, just if you played RuneScape and you haven't played it in years, go look at it. It looks ridiculous. It
Sure
looks
does.
Yeah.
like early World of Warcraft. Is what it looks like.
Let's
It
just
looks like you can
check
play it on your
out.
phone for sure.
Anyway,
Yeah, like, and it's because RuneScape makes money. It makes mad money, man. Like,
that's ridiculous.
yeah. So that's the why not rebuild it and continue to grow our player base just like WoW did. You know.
Hey, well, if it's still around, fuck it.
It's
Anyway.
cool, wow.
Moving on. Something I thought was really interesting, and I don't know. I could be wrong in saying this. I'm probably wrong.
Probably.
Usually.
Yep, there it is. Oh shit! I should have did an air horn. Brr, 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 brr. But Fortnite is doing input-based matchmaking with PlayStation and Xbox and shit. You see that? So if you plug in a PC and a keyboard and mouse, when it does matchmaking, it will, or like the update hasn't come out yet, but that's what they're working on. Is if you plug in a PC and keyboard and mouse, it'll matchmake you with PC.
Wow.
What?
That's cool.
What? Are you talking about if you plug in a mouse and keyboard on PlayStation?
Yes, it'll matchmake you with PC players.
Not Xbox?
Now,
Oh.
yeah.
Figures.
I think PlayStation and Xbox are still not cross-platform because reasons.
Can't they
Well,
make
yeah,
more money if they
because
did?
of Sony. But
That's interesting. I
don't think any other
I
games
thought-
done that.
I thought PlayStation and PC weren't even able to cross-platform.
It says
Weird.
input-based matchmaking isn't a part of Fortnite yet, but when it is, it will extend to the entire party. That means if anyone in the group is using a keyboard and mouse on a console, the whole party will be match-made against keyboard and mouse players on PC or PS4.
Weird.
So it'll only matchmake you with other PC keyboard and mouse players. So it still
Right.
could be another keyboard and mouse player on a PlayStation 4, but it'll only be
But don't they need 100 people? Seems like it could take.
Fortnite is huge, though.
Yeah.
It's the biggest
That's
gaming
fair.
phenomenon right now in how long?
Every
Yeah,
character-
I guess my question is, if they're not cross-platforming it, that they have to find 100 people on PlayStation that are using mouse and keyboard.
No, I mean that's a legitimate, question.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be that crazy. Like to
Yeah.
find 100 people who are using mouse and keyboard, even on a console. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Usually.
It's interesting.
Got him. Got me.
It's twice.
That's too tight.
And we'll put another check mark here so we can keep track of it.
How many times has been Capil's? How many times has Capil got? Is that our new meter?
That's the new meter.
You're gonna get yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I get myself. I put my foot in my mouth at least once every podcast.
I know.
Yeah, and I get edited
Avid
every
listener.
podcast.
You used to. You dude, our first 10 podcasts, every fucking time I'd have to edit something you said. No, I just thought that was interesting. I think that's pretty cool.
So does this mean I can use my controller on PC to start a game and then switch to mouse
See,
and
that's the
keyboard?
inverse of it, right? Like you would think maybe if you're using a controller, then you'd could go play with some PlayStation people. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
I thought Xbox was supposed to be originally computer compatible since it's Microsoft.
It is. You can hook up a mouse and keyboard to Xbox. You can hook up the Xbox controllers work natively with Windows PC.
It says right here the Xbox One currently has no official support for keyboard and mouse controls, though Microsoft said
Got
it's
him.
to be
Got me
working
again.
on.
Wait, are you actually reading some shit, or are you just saying that?
I actually am reading it, but that would have been funny.
I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. What do you want?
It's probably just for Fortnite.
Do some
I mean-
research, people. Fuck.
I mean, I think that's what they, we should be
That's
not
what we
doing
should be
fake
doing,
news
right?
here on this
I thought that was
podcast.
their platform, yeah.
Oh my god. Look, I'm just all right, look. Anyway, Gamescom. Gamescom is happening, people.
Smooth transition.
What's going on? That bad transition is bad.
Sick segue, bro.
Yeah, segues are for fat
Don't do it.
cops.
Don't. I tried to stop you. I knew you were
painful.
gonna do it.
Anyway,
Paul blurred up in our podcast here.
Did you guys hear about Paul Flart?
I don't know who that is.
Nah.
All right, not related to games, but anyways, he has an Instagram account. His name is Paul Flart. He looks kind of like Paul Blart, but he just records 3-second videos of him farting on the job while he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
security guy.
Fired.
Yeah.
I love how Cottrell knew. He was like,
Sophia
"Oh
told me about
yeah."
that. Yeah, Sophia told me about that yesterday.
Yeah.
You know,
They fired
with
him
the way
already.
the internet is and people I never again will feel bad about wasting my time because obviously I'm doing more with it than a lot of people.
I'm so glad the internet, how it is now, wasn't around when we were kids.
Oh my god.
yeah, right? I
Like
would
the
be
shit I did.
anything.
Oh my
Holy
god.
cow. I couldn't breathe. I'd probably. Oh my god. I'd be in prison for typing.
Yeah, you would be. Yeah, you would, yo.
Jeez.
Thomas, you don't know, but Cottrell, he seems nice on every podcast, but this dude talks
he's straight
so
asshole.
much trash.
Just straight asshole.
Every game, he is just hating on everybody. He's like, bro, you fucking trash, bro, you fucking scrubbing.
No, I don't. So I
It's so bad.
I give credit where it's due.
He
I
does.
also do not give credit.
Inversely,
Yeah.
somehow Cottrell also manages to be one of the nicest gamers after the fact.
After the
But
fact.
during the
Keyword.
moment, you are fucked.
So yeah, like if Kubil and I were playing For Honor, and
For Honor.
Kubil and I are working together, and I'm like, dude, that was a good fucking kill. You did a good job. He's like, thanks, man. Then he gets an arrow through his head, and bro, why didn't you fucking see that coming? It's
I shot you. Oh, Cottrell, when I shot you with that catapult.
So here's the real Okay, so
sorry,
I've played
Tyler,
For
went
Honor
straight
with
through
these
his chest. It
motherfuckers.
was
All
fucking
right,
hilarious. He was like, dude.
we're generally okay. It's Catrell's other friends that play with us, and oh my god, there is no filter. There's
No,
just
I
like
was just talking so much shit.
so much trash.
I was like, tell me why Josh just picked up this game and y'all still playing like y'all playing private beta.
I swear, like, I said to Josh, I was like, I
Oh.
think these are his friends. Like, I don't know if they actually know each other. Like, he said he grew up with these people. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
it's funny because Willie will sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, I messed up." Like, I'm like, "Yeah, Shane, you fucked up." Like,
He's like, bro, I swear,
Yeah.
I had full health. Bro.
yeah, oh
No.
my god,
No,
yeah.
you
There was
did not.
the best example is there's a friend of mine. He swore like we were fighting a
We
monster.
got that shit on video.
He died. Yeah, he died, and
Controls
then he was like,
zoomed in
"Yo,
on his
he-
health bar. When he
Yeah,
said that
yeah,
shit, bro.
yeah. He was like, he died and said, "Oh man, he killed me. He one shot me." I was like, "No, you didn't get one shot." He said, "Bro, I swear to God, I got one shot." And all right. So I just recorded it and I posted it on YouTube of him trying to explain that he was at full health when like the
He straight
video
up
shows
called
that
out
he's
his
got like
lawyer
half
on
health.
YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. So it's all love. I just
It's all
just,
love peppered with a little bit of hate. It's funny.
No, it's just like, cause my friend, you don't understand. My friends talk so much trash. I'm like, yo,
They
I'm
do.
badass
They
at this
do.
game. Yo, I'm a fucking killer in this game. And then they get destroyed. They go, I don't know what happened. I'm like, why don't you look at the screen
Control-
and plug your controller?
One more
into the
thing
PlayStation.
before we keep moving. Dude, when we were playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was free last month.
Oh, that was
So Contrell's talking mad shit, right? He's like, yo, I'm gonna wipe the floor, you scrubs. That's no, dude, 3 seconds. 3 to 5 seconds into the match. Like, we just started to spawn. We run out to the open.
God.
I see Control. I pop him dead. Just and
In
the
the
match
face.
ends. Like,
Now, are you on his team?
no.
or-
I'm
Yeah.
on the opposite team.
Yeah,
Control's
I'm on the
talking
team.
shit, and I pop him in 5 seconds.
Oh my god, that was the first time I ever played a game where I was like the worst player in that shit. I was fucking
The
hopeless.
first time?
You got damn Thomas talking shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, like I've been pretty like I try my best to be like at least helpful in
Oh,
those
shit,
games. That shit was I was like, man, I'm
It was
gonna
trash,
fucking
bro. It
ruin
was
my
trash.
team's lives. Yeah, like didn't I make us lose? Like didn't I? Like wasn't I, like the
I
major?
won. I
reason?
shot you, so I don't know. Yeah, you lost.
Damn. So I was checking that scoreboard. I was like, man, I gotta contribute.
you
Otherwise, I should
did. You
just
didn't
fucking-
contribute at all.
Yeah,
you
just
contributed to my
fucking end
score,
it all.
that's for sure.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
Contribution.
I want to talk about Gamescom. Have you guys been following Gamescom?
A little
Oh.
bit, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
not-
definitely some interesting things have coming out. I saw this game called Breach. I thought it looked kind of cool. It kind of looked like it's like they described it as a co-op ARPG, right? But it kind of looked like it has some like MOBA elements as well.
Okay.
But it looks interesting. But it's got like a whole cast of characters. You guys got different moves, just like any other RPG with cooldown sets. But it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different moves, and then mouse clicks and shit. So, but it looks like it's shaping up. It's got an interesting art style. Let me bring it up here. I didn't know if you guys would watch it. I thought maybe Josh would be into it because I know Josh, you love a good ARPG.
Yeah, I was checking it out. It seemed interesting. Like the problem is like it's nothing new.
No.
Like, and that's kind of the problem because you get games like this that, especially in the RPG genre or just any of the main like established genres, you have to bring something else to the table to make people want to play it. Like Banner Saga, great example, amazing art, the story on point, like. Octopath Traveler, like it's visually stunning, even though it's pixel art, and obviously they have the backing that is Sony. So I'll check it out. Will I pay money for it? We'll see. I'm not like I don't know. I'm not convinced. It looks cool though. We'll give it a chance. I'll always give everything a chance.
I like the premise, like modern day mixed with mythological type shit, or futuristic. I don't know, whatever.
What?
It is. It's like mythological. It's like mythology mixed with like modern day or near future
Your
type
your
shit.
microphone is cutting out for us. I just heard
Oh, is
modern day Mr. Shit.
Nice.
Oh
Not
no!
it.
Am I all right?
I guess you're fine.
I don't know. No, it's modern day or near future mixed with like mythological creatures and lore and shit.
Yeah,
And I don't know.
nice.
Yeah.
What game is this?
Called Breach.
Oh, I was looking at that. Just now. Okay,
It looks
yeah.
cool.
It looks alright. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Is what I'm saying.
I
Like,
agree
I'm
with- I
intrigued.
agree
by
with
it.
Josh
I'm
on that
intrigued.
Yeah. Like I was
I'll
like, oh, this
follow
looks
it.
really good. This looks like fun to play, but I'm like, is it doing anything different from what all these other fucking games do?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Right now, doesn't look like it's doing too much different.
No. That Resident Evil 2 shit looks fun though. That shit look. I like
What's
the
Resident Evil 2
contrast.
Oh, just the remake you're talking about?
Yeah, the remake. Like it's kind of
Oh, yeah,
terrifying.
Thomas,
Like
I see
all
that
the how dark everything is, and
Mm.
you can the gunshots like light the room with every bullet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I totally forgot that they were doing that because I'm not a big Resident Evil guy.
Me neither, but it's doing this. It looks like it's going back to that Resident Evil over the shoulder Resident Evil like 4/5, which I thought was my favorite Resident Evil games, but
you're
everybody else hates that shit to death.
what 5?
Yeah.
That was honestly that was like the first Resident Evil game I played all the way through.
That was the
Played
most
a little
fun.
bit of 4 at my friend's house because he had a GameCube.
Yeah.
And then I got 5 on Xbox, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
I
This is
just
what
thought
I've been
5
missing out,
was
and everyone's like,
so...
"No, that's not Resident Evil." I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, they're like, that's not Resident Evil, but I was like, isn't it though? Like,
I was like, "It says
ridiculous.
Resident Evil in the title." Fuck you guys.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous concept and all that shit. Like, Chris Redfield goes to Africa to stop the T virus.
Yo, but what's her
Guess he
face?
brought
The
a
woman in that
partner.
game was
The
a
AIDS
badass.
virus.
Oh, Sheva?
Shiva? Yeah, Sheva. Was that her name? Yeah.
Yeah, that was her name.
She was a badass, yo.
Yeah.
She handled
Yeah,
business.
the game was great. Like, you had like a lot of replayability, unlimited ammo if you beat it enough, if you beat it in a certain way. It was a lot of fun, like, controlling your loadout and like giving guns to certain people, like letting one person use one gun while another person use another, conserving ammo, the survival aspect of it. Thought it was great. People hate that shit. People hated it.
People hated it.
There's even a boss fight where Chris Redfield fights a boulder, and it's amazing. Like, the game was completely ridiculous.
I thought you were going to say Chris Farley.
Oh, no,
the
not
main
I mean-
character in the Resident Evil series is Chris.
Yeah,
Redfield.
Chris
Chris
Redfield.
Farley counts.
I mean, Chris Farley's
Yeah.
dead, so it could be a zombie.
It could be. It could
Damn.
Ooh.
be. It could be a zombie form just fighting a
Peel
boulder.
got a 4th tab.
Got.
Farley's a
Had.
zombie, finally lost weight.
I'm watching a Resident Evil 2 comparison trailer right now, or comparison video right now. Damn.
Of what?
Of
two?
the remake versus the original.
Oh.
It looks nuts, dude.
Yeah,
Shit.
it looks good.
I didn't play
Yeah.
Resident Evil growing up, so for me, I haven't been following it. But this is definitely.
I think the fan base for Resident Evil is a little weird. It's just like,
I mean, let's be real. Most fandoms,
are fucking
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
we're all weird in our own way. Come on now.
When we
no,
went
I'm
into the
talking
whole,
like what they want in a game.
they want to feel like they felt when they played the first Resident Evil, which is not a thing that's you can't replicate that shit.
Yeah, you never.
So
it's like-
why don't they make a Resident Evil 3 remake, and what it really is when a CD that opens up a time machine every time you start it up, so you just get thrown back in time.
I heard Zuckerberg Games is actually working on that, so maybe maybe they'll pull through.
You'll be
Just a time
amazed
machine?
at
Why
the
play these
technology
new
that we
games?
know.
I play these new trash games, and
Didn't
you can just play that.
Zuckerberg Games is working on Wiffle Blasters and a time machine. It's crazy.
It's built into Whiffer Blasters.
Is that what
That's
it
all
is?
we needed,
If you
yeah.
bitch slap somebody hard enough in the game, you just send them back in time, and then
That's the secret. So you'll only hear it here, and this is the only place that we're ever going to reveal that. So
Yeah, next time someone goes, "Oh, I just want to play. I just think Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda ever," and then you just hit them with that time machine.
boom.
Nothing will ever beat that, and you're like, "All right,
I go
Bam.
back to '97. Boom.
go
got it.
back, yeah, go back, man, bitch."
What else we got on Gamescom? Oh, Destiny 2. So September 1st, literally only for 24 hours. they're letting everybody play their new Gambit mode for free. Ahead of the Forsaken launch. So I definitely, if I'm around, I would like to try it because it's like some PvE versus PvP shit. So it's like you're playing, you're defeating enemies, but I guess like more enemies your team defeats, you send the opposite team a whole bunch more to deal with, or some shit. So you guys are like fighting against each other, like so that it's an interesting premise. I think it could work. It could go well. So I would like to try out the mode, because I don't know. I've been let down by the last two. I got real hyped for Destiny 2. You guys know it, and I got let down. I bought the season pass, and I thought both of the campaigns that they did afterwards were both interesting, but they just stopped so soon. They were way too short. It's like just when the stories were getting good, they were like, nah, that's it though. I was like, no.
Yeah, Destiny 2 was boring as fuck.
Yeah, bro. It's just, boring as fuck.
Yeah.
No, after you do the main story and you do all the like the side shits and everything, then it's like, well, yeah.
Yeah, it's like playing Destiny 2. I thought it was actually pretty fun.
It was. It's a fun game.
Was really, like I don't like first-person shooters, but I like. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it was fun as hell. Like the story was good, and then like I get to the I go to what's his name? What's that guy? The purple guy. I was like, oh, good job,
Zavala?
Guardian. That guy.
Zavala,
yeah. Zavala, yeah.
That's dude. You know who that is?
That's the guy from
Reddick, man. That's Broyles.
Reddick. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
that's Broyles, dude.
That dude stands
Thomas
out.
was like, nah.
Yes,
that's Broyles, bro.
That's him, bro.
He was in fucking John Wick, dude.
John Wick.
He's
the hotel guy.
The concierge.
Well, did you guys watch Expanse?
Oh, is he in Expanse as well?
He's not, but the other faction lady, the really deep-voiced robot lady from one of the three factions.
Mm-hmm.
That's that lady that plays Evra Sarala, the super deep-voiced. What's her name? Crap.
I don't know.
I will send you guys the link, and you'll know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Continuing on.
Continuing on, we've got the return of one of the kings of RPGs, Bard's Tale 4.
Yeah, that got me a little stoked, actually.
I don't think what was it? 25 years ago was the first Bard's Tale.
God, was it?
Or 25 years ago was the last Bard's Tale. I mean, the first one came out in the 80s. The first one came out in the fucking 80s, dude.
Man,
that's weird.
Yeah, it has a Bard's Tale 3. And I've never played Bard's Tale. I'm not going to play this one. I'm not a big fan of turn-based games. I'm horrible at them. I'm just shit. I can't do it.
Gladius.
Yeah, I played Gladius. I sucked at that too.
I love it.
Bard's Tale 3, 1988. Yeah.
30 years.
1988, 1990, 1991. Yeah, so it's been a long fucking time since the last Bard's Tale.
Yeah. No, Bard's Tale was good shit, and honestly, they put it on. It's on mobile. You can get it on iPhone and Android to play the Bard's Tale game, like the good one, the popular PlayStation one.
Bard's Tale is like one of the for those who don't know, like Bard's Tale is like one of the staples, like early RPG staples. That's up there with like King's Quest.
Never played King's Quest.
It's like another. I don't know. It's coming back. It's coming back, and it's got a lot of people hyped. It looks good. Again, I'm not gonna play it, but visually it looks interesting. It's just not my type of game, man. Like,
Okay.
That's what it is. Like I'll for the people who are into it.
Yeah. She's she's in a lot of shows. I love her voice. She's the voice of Ron from Mass Effect.
Harry Potter.
Not Harry Potter. If she was, she'd fit in. I can't remember, but yeah, she's got a distinct voice.
How the hell do you pronounce that last name?
It's Shore.
Good try, bro. Good try.
Or something. I don't know.
Adashlo.
I don't know. Oof. Okay then. I don't know who she is.
Good for her though.
She's pretty.
Man.
She's pretty cool.
Yes.
She's pretty awesome.
You just look up her name, you'll hear her voice, and you've heard it before. I guarantee it.
Yeah, she is in. She's in a lot of stuff.
She's
She was
in a
in.
ton of stuff.
Yeah, she was Dina Arez in 24.
Are you just reading her IMDb shit right
She
now?
was in Star Trek Beyond.
Dog, you're just reading her IMDb page.
I think she was the mom in The Punisher of that one attorney.
He's just like straight ignoring and continuing forward.
He's like, I know I am,
No, Kapil, you seen The Punisher, right?
Which one? I mean, I've seen all of them.
No, the TV
Oh shit, with
show.
John Travolta? She was the wife?
No. I'm talking about in the new The Punisher Netflix show.
She's in that one too?
She's Agent Madani's mother.
Oh
She was the one that was
shit.
like,
Man.
remember she was the one that was like, you've been through a lot, and you should probably.
That's
you
the
know,
mom?
Get married.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
John Travolta was in The Punisher?
That's what
In
I
the-
was
in the
saying
first one.
too. That's why I was like, no, that sounds. That
Alex, shut the fuck up.
Absolutely, yes.
Like, God damn you, Alex.
I was like, no, stop.
Oh shit.
This second video, you can actually listen to her speak.
Yeah, she sounds mad. Like I don't. She sounds like, how do I explain it? She sounds like a goddess. in
She's not
weird
a.
way.
It's very deep. It's very. The
It's
tones are, but it's not masculine.
yeah, like it sounds
You
like.
guys can look up this girl. Her name is.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. Look up.
But she cast a spell.
The
I
mother
think
of the
I'd
FBI
actually-
agent in Punisher.
Yeah.
Or look up.
Put it in
Dina-
show notes. Put it in show notes.
Look up Dina Arras. What's her name? Yeah. Look up Dina Arras from 24. That's the woman we're talking about.
Agdashlu.
Agdashlu? I don't know. Maybe.
It's pretty close.
That's how I was gonna pronounce it. Anyway, moving on. Have you guys been checking out Biomutant?
A little bit.
I've been watching that game since the first trailer dropped.
It looks pretty cool. I just read something or was watching a video where apparently they're describing the combat is like Arkham mixed with Devil May Cry mixed with Ratchet and Clank. And I just watched this video with Thomas here, and it looked really fun. Oh no, what do you think, Tom?
Looks awesome.
Yeah, that
I wish I
video.
had a PS4.
This isn't PS4 only. This is cross.
Oh, just for 360.
Oh, I mean Xbox One. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
can
this
make your
is-
own mutant.
As far as
It's
I
gonna
know, right?
be-
It's everything, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be coming out on GameCube too, but it's got like 6 months
Yeah,
left.
Alex. Anyway, it looks.
There's so much anger in that.
so
Just
so
fucking
angry with Alex.
stunned everybody.
That was a
As
great
I
job. I
was
love it.
saying,
Oh,
completely.
Anyway,
Yeah, it looks fun.
it shows off his character creation system, which is cool. You can make yourself look like a different
Uglier or
like an
less
ugly ass
unpromoted.
Yeah, just ugly scale.
Just adjust the ugly scale.
But it's cool though. It's got like one of those circle trees where you kind of, strength, vitality, agility, charisma, intellect, and then you put your marker in it. Where instead of like, it doesn't look like you're giving yourself points. Almost, it's interesting how they're doing the character creation. But
It's
then,
more like what do you want to sacrifice?
yeah, that makes sense. Maybe that's why Josh likes it because it looks like it's a min-max type thing.
Well, so for Biomutant, it's not so much a min-max thing. I think for me, it's the artistic draw. Like the first trailer
visual
was
looks awesome.
amazing. Like
Yeah, no, the visuals are awesome.
when it comes to gameplay, I'm not going to dig into that because we don't know enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We're seeing enough. We're seeing a lot, but
yeah,
how far will this go?
and my gaming like proclivities have shifted to like I don't explore anymore because quite frankly I play WoW and periodically Monster
Well, you know
Hunter
what you
and,
like, you know?
You're right,
Yeah.
but I'm also not that guy. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird space I'm in from a gaming perspective.
I feel like games have been getting to the point where I've always wanted them to be as a kid. I feel like they're finally getting to that really deep
You're not wrong.
like a lot of fun things to do. Cause like
You're not
I know when
wrong.
people say, "Oh man, these old games were like the shit," and like yeah, they were. But if they had any of these new mechanics, these new gameplay aspects, these not even just visuals, but just like so much to go into these games now, and I'm getting to that point where I'm like not really playing new ones or playing these games because just too much money to buy them all. But I'm really appreciating like the creativity that's going into these new ones.
Well, a lot of
So
new
I'm
ones, it's like $60 for 12 hours of playtime. Like, what the hell's with that?
That's some games, but a lot of games like what Metal Gear Solid 5, what is it? Even Destiny 2. Like if Destiny was my first person shooting game, I really wouldn't be complaining about it.
And to be honest, and not to harp on Destiny 2, but Destiny 2 is worth the price tag. I played that game for more than 60 hours. Like it's not a bad game. I just expected a lot more from it because of what
Yeah.
they promised.
And that just
But
throws you
if
off.
you're judging it
enjoying
as a game, it's worth the money. You will get $60 out of it.
Yeah, if you had a squad, I mean, if I had a squad, like, I'm sure I'd still be playing that game, but...
Control, I'm here. You have my phone.
But, oh, no, I'm saying if I had a squad and I wanted to play that game, then yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I was
like
like,
that.
literally all four of us in this.
Yeah, like, I know, like, you hit me up
Like,
every now and then, you're like, yo, dude, you want to play some? And I'm just like,
I
I don't know,
call
man,
you
I'm really
multiple
fucking...
times. Like,
Yeah, and I'm like,
what's
I don't
up?
know, man. I'm passing out as we talk right now. work is pretty crazy. Shit, I gotta go to work in like 3 hours.
I mean, Biomutant, I don't know. It definitely is a game to keep your eye on. It looks like it could be... I don't want to say the next big thing, but it's definitely going to make a splash when it comes out. Like, it's definitely going to...
I wouldn't say
It's
that.
definitely
either.
something new.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's got some really cool features in it.
So I'm excited for that. And like Josh said, just visually, I mean, a lot. We all met because we were all. I mean, Alex, you went more of the coding and design route, but like we're all artists here. Fucking, it's gorgeous.
I think the Ratchet and Clank playing is
Ratchet and Clank.
accurate.
Yeah. Moving on. Oh shit, Josh, you peeped that dual universe.
I did. I got only
I literally
about a
wrote,
third
"Oh
of the way
shit, Josh,"
through.
in the notes.
I saw.
Yeah. So I got about a third of the way through video, and I wanted to keep looking at it. I'm gonna dig deeper into it. I didn't know what this was initially. I hadn't seen anything on it.
They announced it like last year, but it
Yeah.
wasn't anything crazy yet.
Like it seems interesting. Their building system seems interesting. Their terrain manipulation, their asset manipulation. They've got a cool like. It's a very malleable system where you can cut and build shapes and out of things. It's almost like Boolean tools in a 3D program. And
I was gonna say it's similar. It's kind of like Minecraft, but space, but like not Minecraft.
Yeah, and with whatever proprietary engine they're using, like they're able to do this pretty large scale planetary like interaction stuff, multiple planets, spaceships, and cities, and underground shit, and it has promise. I think it's gonna be. I think the only reason it's at Gamescom and has gotten the traction it has is because somehow they have some pretty big backers that are putting some money into it. I don't think it's going to actually go anywhere. It might. I could be completely wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Dual
Universe.
Dual Universe. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think it's going to have the player base, honestly, to prop it up. Like if we look at, because it's going to be in competition with Ark. It's going to be in that sphere. Right.
It's gonna be in competition with Ark. It's gonna be in competition. Well, it's already in competition with not only just space games, but like, dude, I mean, you got like Minecraft. You gotta.
Well, it's not even really a space game. Like you can make spaceships, but it's not. Like the foundation of their initial release is this building planetary exploration thing. So you're fighting Ark and Minecraft and a variety of other things. So. To occupy that space and actually make a profit is pretty.
Oh, this dude making a fucking base! Holy shit!
Oh yeah, no, the building system is really neat. Like what they did is really cool.
I didn't watch this whole video yet. I've followed the dual universe just for a little bit over the past year,
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. See, here's the part. You can make ships and shit. All right. Yeah.
Yep. And you can cut out parts from other pieces and shapes you've made, and it becomes this pretty
It's cool though because the
robust
stuff
building.
looks like ships. It looks like buildings. It's not like even Minecraft, like Avorion and Minecraft are perfect examples. When you build shit, you still look at it and you know it's just a bunch of blocks, you know.
Mhm.
But when you look at stuff like this, it's like no, like this looks like an actual thing that, like like a thing, not like just a bunch of blocks stacked together.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. It looks that way because of who's building it. Like it's very very open ended.
I go wrong. If I built something, it would still look like blocks to put together.
Yeah, initially it's just a time thing, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it. I think it'll be cool. I'm interested, but you go in that same vein and you look at oh crap, what is it? That other space game coming out that they just released, the crazy CG, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh yeah, that would look amazing. Yeah.
Like that's not gonna have the building premise that Dual Universe has, but it's definitely gonna like maintain my interest over Dual Universe. So, and it's still kind of that space giant planetary exploration thing, just probably a little less building and more storyline. So, I don't know. We'll see. So, next on the list, limited edition PS4. Good loose computer.
Why are there so many editions of every console? It's the same thing.
Because they don't want you to take a break.
Is it the same?
To a
I feel like
point.
they should be. Yeah. I mean, like it has to be. It's just a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
It has
You don't get
proper
anything special.
details
Maybe
and
nice
2
little case.
terabytes of storage, so you can save
The dust forms
all
on
your
it
games.
in a
Exactly.
slightly different way.
Yeah, I mean, it does look cool, but
That's the key, man.
it's like if you already have a PlayStation, would you be willing to buy this?
Some people.
I mean, for sure, some people. You got some folks that live on their PlayStations. Mine's a glorified Netflix box.
That's all I use my Xbox for.
Yeah.
Yep.
So good.
So
It sounds like, alright, it sounds like there's 50,000 units worldwide, and they compare it to the NES Classic, where they're trying to, like, I guess they're trying to get people to, like, pre-order it, or when it goes on sale, for it to just, like, sell out instantly.
Right.
I mean, I get it for the NES Classic. That's something that people haven't, like, really seen before,
Wow.
other than in emulators.
Or originally.
Yeah, but I mean, with all those games bundled with it too.
True.
Like if the PlayStation 4, if this limited edition included games or something, even if it included like 1 or 2 games, I get it, you know. But yeah,
There's like it's not black and it's got more storage. Nice.
Yep.
it's gonna retail for $500. In September, the controller will be available separately for $64.99,
Makes
and a
sense.
limited edition headset will be available for $99.99.
Damn, that sounds like a fucking steal. Wasn't thinking
Yeah,
about
dude.
getting a second PlayStation, but now, shit, I might get the
Oh, you guys talk about the limited edition PlayStation?
limited edition. Yeah, man.
50,000 units,
I
son.
feel like
It looks
so
cool
li-
though.
for being so
man,
limited, I feel like I
don't
keep
like it.
getting like these PlayStation, these limited edition PlayStations keep coming out. Keep
It looks
thinking
cool. It's blue and gold. It's translucent blue
Bro,
and gold. It looks
blue
cool,
and
though.
gold. Facts.
Facts.
Hold on,
we
let
know.
me
That's
bust
right. Did you
out
see that
some,
shit? Did you see that shit?
I did. I did.
Spider-Man.
I did. That was awesome.
Let me
He
bust
dead
out
ass-
some painter's tape and a can of gold spray paint.
Dude,
Save
I was
myself a
honestly
fuck
thinking about.
ton
I
of money.
saw the Spider-Man bundle, the red PlayStation with the white logo. I was like, that looks tight, but I was like, I think I can make that myself.
Yeah. My man.
I do want a PS4 Pro though. Like, I would like to grab. I just have a regular one.
I would like it simply because of the like hard drive and the
Exactly.
the speed increase because a buddy of mine bought me Monster Hunter for PC. My God, the load times, the
I
differential.
saw you
how
got
slow
Monster
it
Hunter
is.
for PC. I was like, Josh said he wasn't gonna get it. This
I
lying
didn't.
motherfucker.
I literally like
Steam
went off.
outed you, dude. It said trending among friends, and I saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. He goes off and buys this, and I'm like, "You motherfucker, stop! No, God damn it! Why? I don't have time for this shit."
Well, shit. I
And-
mean, hit up Brooke, dude. Brooke be playing that.
Oh yeah.
I see it, dude. She be. I don't know. Like, my Steam will light up. Like, I don't know if there's a problem with Steam, but it'll say Brooke's playing Monster Hunter, but it'll say it like 10 times in an hour. Like, so either she's signing off and signing back on, like that much, or like my Steam is fucking up.
So your Steam isn't fucking up. It's Steam. Steam is doing some weird new shit, and I think it's affecting how things are getting read. Like, they've got the new streaming service up. They've got a bunch of other shit going on.
Oh
Like
yeah,
Steam is Discord. Discord is Steam. What is this? What was that? Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn
Yeah,
is
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
like, and the,
By
it's-
the way, I made that reference to somebody, and they didn't know what I was talking about, so I immediately stopped talking to them.
oh, that makes me sad.
It made me so sad. Anyway.
Yeah, dude.
Back to it.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yo, can I talk about this GoldenEye thing real quick?
Yeah, sure.
So, if you guys have ever played GoldenEye 007 on the N64,
I've never heard of it.
some of the, I guess one of the environment artists came out and vindicated everybody who was bitching about Oddjob being a cheating ass character.
Thomas was just
and,
telling me about this, like,
yeah.
literally right before the podcast.
Yeah. So,
Bitch.
yeah. So, because I guess on Nintendo 64, the auto aim targets like just above Oddjob because
yeah,
he's
that's-
yeah.
so you live.
yeah. So yeah, so it makes it like really difficult to shoot him. But what the level designer said, well, that's fine. It just gives you more of an excuse to like punch your friend who picked Oddjob.
Absolutely love it.
There you go. You heard it here, people. If you picked Oddjob when you played GoldenEye N64, you have been officially called a little bitch by the creators of the game.
That's hilarious.
There you go.
That's so good.
Well, at that point, unless we got something else, that just really just brings us to our what you've been playing section.
Banner Saga.
Yes, I saw you posted. You posted a review about Banner Saga.
Yeah, man, that game
Which-
fucking hurts.
Actually, yo, let me copy that and throw that shit on the Facebook page.
Yeah, that shit hurts, man. That shit's intense. It's a game where it's like Oregon Trail, but you actually know the people that are in your caravan, and there's like fighting like Final Fantasy Tactics gameplay.
What is Final Fantasy Tactics gameplay as opposed
So,
to regular
like-
Final Fantasy gameplay?
Top down, there's a grid. You move along a grid, turn based. When your character's turn comes up, you move them, and then you choose to attack instead of like regular Final Fantasy, where you are standing in stationary and attack them. Choose to attack your opponents instead of moving in the area, like where spatial awareness is concerned. That's Final Fantasy Tactics. Have you ever played Final Fantasy Tactics?
I haven't.
Oh, well, that's what it is. So yeah, it's like that. But so like you have to survive. You have supplies. You got to worry about supplies. You got to worry about morale. You got to worry about people betraying you based on the way you lead. You play as a character named Rook with a daughter named Alette. You travel trying to run away from these stone creatures called the Dredge that are attacking you. But then you find out that they're not actually the threat, that they're actually running away from something else that's worse than them. And it just snowballs. And characters that you like will die in seconds if you just make the wrong decisions. I had a buddy. He's this big guy named I'll just call him Jeff because I don't want to spoil anything. Jeff
But it
was
Jeff.
yeah, what is Jeff? Yeah, Jeff was we were fighting a bunch of dredge and trying to escape. One of the supply carts was sliding down the mountain, and Jeff went to grab it. One of the other dredge grabbed the supplies too. We didn't know why, and at the time, why dredge were grabbing supplies, because apparently they needed it too. But you don't know why, because you just think they're mindless creatures. And it's holding onto the treasure chest, and he's holding onto a tree and the treasure chest. And he's trying not to like lose the supplies. And you had three options: to attack the dredge, grab him and pull him over, or tell him to drop the supplies. I try to throw a rock at the dredge, and the impact gave the dredge some footing onto the side of the wall, so he pulls, and then he Jeff and the supplies go flying off the mountain, and Jeff hits the ground, dies instantly. I leveled him up like twice, and he had some pretty good gear, and I liked him, and I lost him just like that. And like, the game adjusts, so people that you lose, you actually like, it alters the story somewhat. It's kind of like your choices matter, but they don't make the ending change. It's not like a game where there's 50 different possibilities. It's more like the journey, like the way you get there happens very differently. And I thought that it's really fun. It's a lot of fun. Story's good too. The writing is really well done.
I love the art.
Yeah, the art's good. Art's really good. Like I'm playing Banner Saga 2 right now, and one of the guys that I optionally had joined my team in the first game triggered a event in the second game where he left my first group, went after the second group, and actually tried to mug them. And I was like, wow, we went through all this shit together and you're gonna fucking mug me? So like I bodied the shit out of him. Yeah, like I picked him up by his legs and I slammed him on his head, World Star style. And
World Star.
and I actually had the option to either let him live or kill him. And I actually chose to. Yeah, bro, I actually chose to fucking murder him. Cause like, so he has a brother. Like his name is Hogan. His other brother's name is Mogan. Mogan had a wife and kids and just wanted to survive. But when he died by another quest, cause like I made a bad call. And he died. Hogan just kind of like went more on like, he's more of a fighter, and he's like all about survival. So now that he doesn't have his brother anymore, he was more aggressive, and he decided to like, since people were splitting up, he decided to leave my old group, come after my new group, the group that split up, because you control two different groups in each game, and he came out the second group and he tried to not try to steal their supplies, more like sell, because the guys are mercenaries, so he's trying to sell something. He's trying to just do a job where he has to transport this cart to another place, and Hogan is like, let me see what's in the cart. Like, fuck that lady that's trying to get us a job. Let's just open up the cart and see what's inside. And your character's like, no, I'm running a job. And he's like, well, I don't really care. Like, we should do this anyway. Like, let's put it all to a vote. And I had a choice to actually put it up to a vote, or open up the cart and just see, or just go. If you want to get to the supplies, if you want to get to this cart, you're gonna have to just die, by my hand. And the guy was like, all right, well, let's see who's the strongest. And I fucking bodied him. And I had a choice to kill him or not, and I kill him. And he told me like, yeah, maybe if with any luck, maybe I'll see my brother again. And I chopped his head off. I was like, Jesus, this game is brutal. So yeah,
Don't give control power.
yeah. I mean, no, hey.
Don't give control power.
Give him power. Give him all of the
Well,
power.
I'm okay because
Roll them heads.
There's a
Controller's
reason-
over here like, I am a merciful God.
yeah. There's a
In the
reason. I mean,
herd.
like, you gotta understand. Like, I don't want to go. I really think this game is worth playing. So I don't want to explain why I cut his head off. But the first game will give you enough to second guess yourself and go, man, if I let this person live, like, is it gonna hurt me? Because like, you could have let him live and have him join your group, but there's really a chance that you're trying to get sleep one day and you get woken up and like half your clansmen are murdered because somebody started a war with y'all.
Sounds like you made the moral decision.
Yeah, I guess. I don't feel like I did.
You did.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas was like, yeah, man, I think you did fine. I'm like, I don't know, man.
Thomas is just that dude who's egging you on to do the shit.
He
you
did
know
tell
you
you he was
shouldn't
egging
do.
me on. He was like, yeah, man.
He's like, nah,
Kill
bro. Do it.
Know the man. You murder him.
The
Kill
tough
him,
decisions.
Bro. Kill him,
I'm all
bro.
about the tough decisions.
So you ain't a
Yeah.
bitch, are you? You ain't a bitch. Fucking
You
do
ain't
it.
You ain't a bitch, right? I mean, right? Yeah, that game is good. It's good. Like it's really good. It's well written. It's like a book. It's like a really good book that I don't want to put down.
I also highly recommend all the Banner Sagas, simply because you can put them on your phone and your tablet and play that shit anywhere,
that's
and
right,
it's
I forgot
amazing.
Oh, that's
It's
true.
on there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
own them all for my tablet, and they are so good.
yeah. It's a really good game.
Alex,
Like,
didn't I give you access to the fucking notes? I'm just looking at that now.
Nah, dude. That's why I requested access like 160 times while you were
Why didn't you
talking.
just say something before we started the goddamn...
Words are
'Cause-
hard.
It was too late. By the time we'd already started the podcast, I didn't want to
Yeah.
break it down in the middle of the podcast and be like, "Yo, give me access." But now
Yeah.
that you've brought it up and completely just like interrupted this "What are we playing" segment,
This is my-
yeah,
No, when I sent it out, it sent it with edit access because somebody else was in here. Two other people.
damn,
in here.
Kapil.
Just in case you didn't lose interest yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
damn.
generous God. That's funny as hell.
You were like, Kapil, fucking Kapil. Let me. You
He's
said.
like- Well, I mean,
I'm so sorry, bruh. I could have sworn I said no. It says editing. That's
okay.
on you, bruh. That's on you. Anyway, Banner Saga. Cotrella's
Yeah.
a generous god.
yes, I am.
Moving on, Alex, Josh, you guys just been at Orlando IX, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, outside of the few bits of time I've had to play WoW, I haven't done much. I haven't even had a chance to play any actual Monster Hunter, depressingly.
Oh, yo,
like
that
I'm on.
the Monster Hunter Final Fantasy. Oh, all right, Alex, goddamn.
Audio listeners.
Jesus, so savage.
Beautiful.
All these flavors, and you chose to be salty. Anyway.
Screaming. Oh my
There's some
God.
pepper in there.
Shit.
Somewhere.
Anyway,
Got him.
the Final Fantasy crossover with Monster Hunter's going on right now, and Josh and I attempted that.
Oh, we tried that, yeah, like a week ago.
That shit was
we
so
tried
hype.
that multiple times.
Oh God,
We
we just got our shit
Get
pushed
pushed
in.
in.
By who? By who?
Behemoth.
Behemoth? We beat him on the
By
first
who?
try.
Fuck you, Control.
You.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What?
It was Like I thought we lost, bro. I thought we were gonna lose that shit, but like especially on the eclipse.
Then we need to squad up and we need to do this.
He
Control.
used ecliptic meteor. That
Yo,
shit was.
how fucked up is that,
cool.
Josh? We hit up Control. I hit up Control multiple times a week to play games, and he's
Wasn't
always
in the
like,
cards.
"Nah, bro." And now you over
Wasn't
here
in the
like, "Yo,
cards.
we beat that shit first try."
Like,
fam.
I did-
Facts, B. I don't know
I
dead
played that,
ass. I don't know what to tell you.
I played that yesterday. That's why I made that status because I was just playing it.
Why the fuck didn't you hit up the boys?
Cause I woke up, my friends, and like, look, this is how it
He
happens,
said,
right?
"Look,
This is
what-
how this is
look,
what happens.
what
Look, this
had
is what
happened
happens.
was-
This is what happens. I go to work. I go to work from like whatever time till 2 in the morning. I go
Bro,
to.
you think I don't know what the restaurant industry's like?
I wake up. I don't know where I'm at. People text, and I
Fuck
don't
you,
know.
Don't know where
And
you're at. That's a problem, bro.
because
So all I hear is excuses.
Excuses.
Yeah.
He said, "I woke up. I don't know where I'm at." Dude,
look,
I am
there's a
literally
bigger
getting
issue
excuses
if you waking
from
up
our
and you don't know where you're
podcast
at.
brethren to roll over and turn his PlayStation controller on.
Right?
listen. I gotta go. Right? I gotta
So
do
do
things.
Alex is married.
Josh is
Fuck.
like- Josh is like, I'm making a game.
Like,
Yeah.
My bad. Listen.
God
listen,
damn.
something-
All right, we gonna do that.
something-
We're gonna do that at some point this week. At
well,
We can
tonight
do that.
Tonight it's happening. I'm playing with my brother online, so you
If
both
y'all
can
don't
show
mind
up.
waiting till 2 in the morning, then yeah.
That's fine.
I normally
I gotta
would.
go to
Thomas and I will be in no condition tonight.
All right.
Thomas was in no condition last night. I'm not going to put his business on the podcast, but
I was in A condition.
You were in
Yeah,
A
you were in-
condition,
I
for
was in
sure,
A condition.
but it wasn't a good one. We'll talk about that after we stop recording the podcast. But
Yeah.
We're still in the games we've played recently.
yes, the games we've
Yeah.
played recently, not yeah, I don't even know what I would call that segment. Jesus, Thomas.
Just poor decisions.
Yeah, poor decisions. Yo,
Poor
he
decisions.
might have us. He might have us beat in some areas, Josh. It was rough.
I mean,
Most poor decisions areas, I'm sure.
I'll put my liver on a testing board against
I
it.
haven't really been playing too many games as of recent. I've been hopping on. I hopped on Evorin a little bit. Hopped on some Monster Hunter with Josh. Got my shit pushed in.
This was like 2
Little-
weeks ago, though.
little
Like,
bit
we
of
didn't play it a while
Dishonored.
back.
I've been playing some Dishonored for a little bit. Making my way through that. I've been having problems. I hopped back on Fortnite, which is cool. I've been playing. I've been playing the Storm mode. What's it called? I forget what it's called. But the campaign thing that they got.
Yeah.
I really
The
enjoy
original
that
premise
actually.
for Fortnite.
I think it's fun. I'm really bad at the battle royale shit.
Well, the Fortnite was built around that storm and.
Well, that was the
zombie-
original thing,
Yep.
yeah. And then I had gotten that from our friend Ariel because she works for Epic.
Unreal. Yeah.
Isn't the new
Epic.
Call of Duty supposed to have a Fortnite-esque?
Battle royale
Option?
shit?
Yeah.
No
yeah,
way.
Yeah.
No
Call
way.
Call it. Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
see that, Control?
You have to have battle royale now. That's just the standard.
Dude, I heard FIFA was gonna have battle
Oh
royale.
my God! Shoot me now.
What?
Yeah, battle royales.
Like, how many red cards can you get somebody?
Yeah, right.
Iran
Ah,
and
he
Nigeria
found
are
me.
lit
He
right
found
now.
me. No, he found me. No. Like,
What it needs to be is like the God of War interactive battle scene, except for like tripping and pretending to sprain your ankle.
Oh shit!
No, but
Guy hits the ground.
But,
He's like, you know, the best part of this, I can't feel anything.
But going off of what Thomas said, though, I am intrigued though by Call of Duty's battle royale because
FIFA's
it's
battle
going to be land, sea, and air, which isn't really around right now. I mean, I know Arma and shit is out there and all that other stuff, but like, I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. Maybe it's just
Yeah,
me.
I mean, worst case scenario, it'll be fun to see, soccer players in a helicopter.
Oh yeah, because of the FIFA. Yeah.
Why not?
The
If I
FIFA
may
Call of
bring up
Duty
something
mashup.
So pedestrian as a cell phone game. My most recent
Oh.
playing is what the hell's this thing called?
No, Alex and I were.
Eternal. I learned how to
Eternal.
play. I learned how to play Magic 2 weekends ago for the
What?
first time.
The Gathering?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Are you getting in on that
Late-
Magic train,
Yeah,
dude?
late introduction. However, Eternal is amazing.
What's it?
That's
Wait,
a
hold
deep rabbit hole, my friend.
Yeah,
It
Magic the
sure
Gathering.
Is, sure is.
People get hard on that. What is?
Eternal is Magic Light, and it's immediate satisfaction. You don't have to spend all this money on all these packs. You just get the good cards by.
I was gonna say you can play
Maybe other people.
Hearthstone. Hearthstone is another card game. It's Blizzard.
So
It's really,
But you
it's
have it on
really-
your phone. I get
Yeah,
this
it's
on
on
your
your
phone.
phone.
Oh, really?
I-
Oh, shit. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna warn you with what he just told you. He
Well,
literally handed
also-
you a line of Coke right there.
I did. It's really bad.
Literally.
Yeah,
You're
if you
about
play
you're about to
Magic
take a
and
bump,
Hearthstone-
my friend.
Magic and Hearthstone. Magic is the top
Like,
card
dude.
game in the world. Like that's it, hands down.
Yeah.
Be
Hearthstone
completely
is up
aware
there, though.
about what you're gonna do.
All right.
We're not hiding it. You're not gonna stop. It's gonna be-
Hearthstone, honestly, is kind of like Magic Light. There's still a lot of depth to it, but it's not as complicated as Magic.
Oh, okay.
The addiction
That's
is
kind of
real.
what I thought about Eternal. It was like,
And Hearthstone's got a huge player base. Like that's not going nowhere. That's Blizzard, dude. That's Warcraft.
Hearthstone is one of their
That's
main
Diablo.
threads of income right
Hearthstone,
now. Like,
they be hitting up updates for that like a couple times a year. They do major campaigns and like new packs, new all that shit. Like it's it's as big as you want it to be, just like Magic.
I was gonna say, I think that might have been what brought me to Eternal more, is that it wasn't this like big like
Yeah.
obligation.
You can
It's
make
just, like,
it.
this
You can
very
make it as
easy
big as you
thing
want.
to get into
You can
and
just
start
play
off.
it casually if you want, but you don't have to.
Sure.
There's some hardcore players in there. Yeah, but if you're getting into card games, man, I wish you the best of luck, because that, like Josh said, that's a rabbit hole, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to
That's
spend
a
all that
fucking
money. I don't
rabbit
want to spend
hole.
that money, which is why I like this Eternal.
Oh shoot! Actually, you know, if
My
we're
my bank account ain't Eternal.
truer words have not been spoken.
Hearthstone's going to take a bit of that. It's going to
Also,
happen.
we'll take a little bit. You know, if we're gonna bringing up mobile games, I've been fucking with them because Marvel be hitting me with those ads left and right, son. I had to check out that Marvel Strike Force they were advertising. And
Hashtag rabbit hole.
it's not that bad. It's okay. It honestly, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of you guys. One of my favorite games from back in the day was Ultimate Alliance. I don't know if you guys played that.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, bro.
Yeah, so it reminds me of basically just the interactions with Ultimate Alliance. You don't get to do any of the exploring or any of the other stuff that made the game great. You know, you literally just go to the battle, and it gives you like each character's got 2 or 3 moves, and you click, and it does the move, and then you just hope that you know you have enough health to win the fight. That's all it is. There's no like real strategy or anything to it, but I'm a sucker for Marvel, so I play it, and it's fun enough. Right now, at least. I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna pull a Harry Potter on us, and and fuck me over here at some point. Yeah, Alex and I, like 2 months ago, they released like a Harry Potter game, so we were on that shit hard for like a week. But after you get to like the 4th mission, they literally hit you with a wall where you have to like either pay money
Expecto
or wait.
pay us.
Yeah, we expect you to pay us. You seriously either had to pay money or wait like 12 hours for like the next move. Like it was fucking ridiculous. But yeah. Yeah,
All right.
that's it. Well,
Yeah.
any Devo, Alex?
What?
Were you playing anything? You were just doing the game shit?
Yeah, I've, as was mentioned a little bit earlier, I've dabbled in some Battle for Azeroth, and I've had some nights where I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll play some Rocket League. But yeah, I haven't had like a ton of time to just be in front of my computer lately, so yeah.
He's in the play too, and this is the last weekend of it, which should give you a little more free time.
Yeah, it's been busy doing game stuff, full-time
that's
job,
right.
and doing
If you guys
theater.
are in the Orlando area, Alex is in a play right now.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yeah, it runs tonight and tomorrow, and we're already sold out. So go fuck yourself.
Damn.
I'm
Look
just
for him in his upcoming production.
Actually, Josh needs
fuck
Josh
yourself.
needs somebody to take his extra ticket tonight.
There you go. We got
By
one
By the time
ticket.
you're listening
Not
to this,
only will this
it'll
podcast
be
not
over.
air in time for you to buy tickets, there
Yep.
are no tickets to buy. So
Oh,
go
that's
fuck
true.
yourself.
That's true. I guess.
And the free one
this
you
ain't
also
coming out
can't
till
get.
Monday, so.
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, look up Alex Roberts. He's in Orlando. He does plays. He's good. He's talented. He can act and sing and dance and make video games. He's
Yeah.
married, folks.
I was gonna say,
Unfortunately,
goddamn,
he's married, folks. He's already taken off the
Pretty much
market.
makes us all
I'm
look
married.
horrible.
It's fine. You can break up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yo, Alex, what's up?
You're married too, Thomas.
That's what I said. I'm married.
Look, I'm gonna put it out there.
For a minute.
I'm gonna put it out there right now. You don't sound pretty enough.
Damn.
My voice is my least attractive attribute.
Is it though?
I'll
it's
tell
not.
you, these hips do not
It's
lie.
not.
Ooh.
He said you don't sound pretty enough.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all.
So good.
Oh shit. You know what? I think on that note, we're just gonna call
That's
that
how we
shit.
end our
Why
podcast
not?
from now on.
Well,
Thanks,
We-
gentlemen, for having me. I appreciate
No,
it.
thanks for joining
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in again. I don't know. At this point, we're just trying to stick to a schedule that I don't know. We can't even stick to a schedule. It just life happens. So sometimes it's every week.
Sure
sometimes
does.
it's every other week. I don't know. But we're going to continue to try to bring you content as often as we can. maybe Cottrell will stop being a selfish son of a bitch and hit up his boys. And
Working
maybe,
so hard.
You know, do some stuff. Yeah, okay.
Stop working so fucking hard, man.
But anyway, thanks again. We'll see you next time. This has been episode 37 of the Diamond Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. He said, yeah.
Yeah.
Who just signed off? Oh.
Nice.
The awkward goodbye.
Just fucking with you.
Oh, he changed it to Dragon Wiener. Oh, Dragon Wiener. What?
Dragon Wiener.
Jesus Christ.
I couldn't read the rest of it, but I knew. I was like, Alex is a fucking genius, so I'm not gonna be disappointed, right? And I was like, nope, not gonna be disappointed. Ship it.
I saw that.
Send that shit.
It's funny.
If that wiener.